Next question from Stephen Hughes. I'm thinking of applying for promotion, but I haven't got the confidence to do open age football. What can you suggest I do to help me build my confidence?
Well, look, first and foremost, Manchester FA has some fantastic groups already set up and in place, from the development group to the academy. So certainly seek some advice from the coordinators of those, and obviously yourself, Tom, as well. But they're a great place to start, learn from like-minded people. That first step of into open age football can be quite daunting. I remember my first game and actually the nerves, and actually did I want to go to the game, was I going to turn up? And you got there and you've done it, it's kind of one under the belt, you want the next one, and the more you kind of learn and grow in confidence. I think one thing that's really good at the moment, certainly through the Manchester League, someone like Jason Rostron, he's put in referees as assistant referees first and foremost, so they're getting that initial interaction as an assistant referee, which is really helping, building the confidence in that way. And then the more games they've done as that, they feel that they're ready to the middle. So talk to the development group coordinator, speak to the academy coordinator, get some advice from there, but certainly I would start up on the line and then progress into the middle and build your confidence that way.
Question. Josh Moore, one of our level 7 refs, asks, what's your opinion on how successful VAR was as a whole this year?
Look, we've had highs and lows with VAR. There's a lot of perception around it. Each and every one of us has our own thoughts on that. Look, it's a new product out there. Each of us have probably been refereeing for 20 years plus. So we've got thousands and thousands of hours of training and just used to doing something out on the field of play, seeing a decision, acting on it. All of a sudden, this is brand new. So look, it's going to take time. I appreciate that. Some people have different opinions on it, some favourable, some a little bit negative. We know there's work to be done. We're constantly reviewing things. We're working hard on that every day. Only this morning we had a conference call with all the Premier League referees where we've looked at clips and we've looked at where we are as a group. Should we be getting involved? Should we not? So it's constant learning. I think it's a fantastic product. I think it's great. And I can remember refereeing a game last year where I should have awarded a penalty for a clear handball, didn't. And then driving home was constant, the media was constant, how's the referee missed it? And if I'd had the opportunity for someone to go, Cav, look, it's clear handball, you need to award a penalty, then sure, that has to be a positive for the game. And certainly good for us as referees to be going away from the ground knowing that the correct decision and outcome has been reached.
Absolutely. So I'll sort of bundle these into one question. So first of all, from Ollie Noonan, who's a level 3 referee, and Stuart Shapiro, who's a level 5. How are you keeping fit during this sort of challenging period of the coronavirus outbreak? And when the season does get back underway, Stuart asks, what sort of fitness tests do you have to undergo? So if you answer sort of both of those as a bit of a joint question.
Yeah, so look, the government advice is quite clear. Undertake 1 exercise per day outdoors. So, we've got to stick to that and we've got to understand that. We've got to stay safe. So that's something absolutely that I'm adhering to. Quite lucky that I've just moved, and where I've moved to is in the country, and I've got a little bit of land around us, so I can train as often as I want, really, because it's private land. There's no one coming into contact with us. So I'm lucky in that respect. So the main thing is, we don't know when we're going to restart, so it's a matter of keeping the body ticking over, but at the same time, we don't want to be doing as much as we were doing previously because we're just going to burn out, because we don't know how long this season's going to be. So that just really reduced, and just making sure staying good physical condition. It's quite easy to stay at home now and then just all of a sudden eat rubbish. So I think the main change I've brought in is actually just looking at what I'm eating. If I'm not burning off the calories, then I'm just gaining weight, and obviously it's harder to shift. So I think at the moment is absolutely 100% checking on my diet, eating a lot healthier, making sure that I'm not overloading on garbage food really, and then training as and when I can, but not exerting myself to probably the point I was in the past, because we're obviously not refereeing.
And final question from Lucas McLaughlin. What's your own refereeing style, and how do you adapt that from game to game, or do you just stick to it no matter what?
Style-wise for me, pretty much game-wise is, I have my own style, quite calm, quite relaxed on the pitch, step it up when I need to. Certainly in Europe, it's a little bit different refereeing. Expectancies are a little bit different, so you may be a little bit more officious, a little bit stronger. Things that we might manage here, you would probably caution in Europe. So there's slight differences, slight variables, but not masses of changes in the way I officiate, but just kind of understanding the expectancies and delivering the expectancies rather than changing the style.
Brilliant, great answer, Chris. Thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate that. Obviously, a bit of an unusual period of things. So again, really appreciate your sort of efforts there. If anybody's got any other sort of feedback or any other ideas or suggestions that they think we should do during this sort of period of time where we've got no football, please just get in touch. But for now, Chris, thanks very much for joining us, and take care. See you soon.
Cheers, Tom. Stay safe, everyone.